See the latest local obituaries online at dailydodge.com, brought to you by JB Mechanical.
This is 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. The time is 12:37. Let's join Craig Warmbold with Community Comment.
And good afternoon to you. We are broadcasting live here on Community Comment from the Daily Dodge television studios today. The video stream live at DDTV, the tab at Daily Dodge. Our guests are the Witchett Sisters, joining us here live in the studio, the Daily Dodge television studios. We want to welcome into the conversation, for those of you watching the video stream, to my ghoulish right over here, we have got Olga the Downtown Witch, and next to her, her Witchett sister, Deanna, the Good Witch. I thought you were both good witches.
I'm really good.
I'm really wicked.
And we are really video streaming today. Unexpectedly, I was not expecting to wear a costume today, but you guys brought me a costume. Thank you.
You're so welcome, Frankie.
You'll have to watch the video if you're listening on terrestrial radio right now, or even listening on the Daily Dodge audio stream. You'll have to go over to the video because I don't, I'm not used to having witches on the show here.
It's worth the look. We're glad to be here. You invited us.
And now I did. That's true. Now, did you make these hats yourself, Deanna?
Well, my witch's hat is quite extraordinary. I could have made it, but I did not.
All right. That's an excellent answer. We are here to talk about Fall Downtown Fest.
Happening Saturday.
This Saturday.
And you will see many more witches downtown.
More witches than ever. This is our 5th year, right, Ruth? And we have more witches than ever.
5th year. And the Witches Dance, which was started last year, is getting bigger and better. We've been practicing.
Now, the Witches Dance is like it's like one of those big bust-out dances that everybody just kind of drops everything and
exactly
undertakes, right?
Right. And we're synchronized. We try to be synchronized. It's an easy dance, so you can watch it online and then join us, too. We have certain times when we're dancing, right, Ruth?
And we have an opening dance and a closing dance. So 10 a.m. is our opening dance, and then at 2:30 we have our closing dance. And then the night dance will be at 7 o'clock at Uga.
Now, we could watch the dance in advance so that we can get the moves down? Is that the idea?
You can. We can share a link to that. It's just a YouTube link where you can see how to do the dance.
And Ninja, this is something that Ninja, who's running video right now, could obtain easily on some website and share on our social media right now as we speak.
All right. Could.
Very well. Is it like the Monster Mash? Like what is the song? Do we know the song?
We just call it the Witches Dance.
The Witches Dance. Okay.
It's the Shuttle de Line Spec or something like that right here.
Oh, okay.
That's the link to it.
That's
breaking news.
Yeah.
Link to it. Yeah.
But also this year we'll dance, and then if people would like to join us, if any little witches or big witches or non-witches in the audience would like to join us, we'll dance a second time. So they can practice a little bit with us and join in.
The Schutteldien Speck.
That's much better than what I did.
I think it's German. Germans are so much scarier, I think, than other nationalities. What do we... So we got this big event coming up. There's witches that are going to be there. There are witches dances, but there are scarecrows as well.
Everything. We've been working a year on this, and the scarecrows went out on parade a week and a half ago.
Okay.
So they're live downtown.
Okay. All right.
47 of them, 63 perhaps, I've heard.
Somewhere between 47 and 63 scarecrows.
Yeah. So and they come and go sometimes.
What is it too late to get a scarecrow downtown? What do I need to know next year if I want to get a ninja scarecrow downtown?
Well, you just put a scarecrow right outside of your business on Spring Street, Front Street, Maple Street. Any downtown business can participate by creating a scarecrow and putting it out on a post along the street.
So I have to get a business first. Or if you would
like to, no, you can just drop it off at the chamber or find a light pole downtown.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it here, you can too. But we really try to get them downtown.
Okay. All right. I like that. We do have a phone call.
Excellent.
It turns out
maybe it's
already.
A scarecrow.
So you may or may not need your headphone devices to be able to hear said caller here on the program. 920-885-4446 is that phone number. If you've got a question for our lovely Witchett sisters here today, we'll go to the phones and say, good afternoon, welcome to Community Comment.
Hi, this is a stupid question maybe. but I never thought of it before, but leave it to you guys to make me think about it. There's such a thing as a male witch.
A male witch would be called a warlock.
Warlock, yes.
Oh, so what if I went drag?
Well,
That works too.
Yeah, I think you can
Right.
call yourself whatever you
Yes.
want.
Right.
Well, no, drag witch. I mean, look like female. How are you going to know?
Right,
This
exactly.
is a good point.
All right, well, I want to get in on it, and I don't want to be left out.
You know, this is the one day you can just come as yourself. So if that's who you
Well, that's
are,
scarier.
more welcome.
We better dress up.
Right. Be there Saturday, 10 a.m.
Right, be there or be square.
You've got it.
All right, cool.
Or you
Be
could come as a
listening. Thank
scarecrow.
you.
You're welcome. Thanks for the
Yeah,
call.
appreciate the call. Yeah, that's what we do. We help people know Halloweeny things.
Right. This is your day to be a superhero, too. So you don't have to be a witch or a scarecrow. You could be Frankie like Craig.
Got
Or
tune into the
Ninja.
video.
Ninja's a bat person today.
What is it? Yeah, Ninja is Batman. Oh, he
Trademark.
probably likes that. Yeah,
Right,
sorry, we can't do
right.
that. So, I mean, this is the idea. You get everybody to this this downtown area that has been on such an upswing, such a boom here in the last several years, and see the best that Beaver Dam has to offer, and have fun with your neighbors, essentially.
Exactly. Come downtown if you haven't been for a while. We're glad to see you. There's great food, great activities, a lot of music, a lot going on, starting at 10 a.m. and going till 3 p.m.
Okay.
And then into the evening when we move over
Right.
to South Spring Street.
And we have zombies after dark.
What's Zombies After Dark?
Well, it's just kind of whatever you make it. But we also have what's the chamber doing? The monster crawl.
Chambers doing the monster crawl.
Is that like a pub crawl?
It's a pub crawl.
Yeah. It is.
all right. It's a monster crawl, of
It's
course, but it's
monstrous.
similar.
Right, a
Right.
monstrous pub
But
crawl.
you pick up your drink tickets at the chamber between 3 and 6.
Okay. And what are do we have the participating monster pubs that are involved?
Head
Is
over to the
Ooga?
Beaver Dam Chamber website and you can see that information. Click on more information under the Fall
Right.
Fest event.
There you go. Ninja's probably going to get that link
Share
up
the
on
link.
the hyperlink, I'm told by Ninja, is up on the video feed right now as we speak. If you want to figure out how to do that dance,
After the
dance starts-
show, just click on that link.
it's that easy. It is that easy. So the Witch Dance fly-in starts at 10 a.m. Then you've got at 10:30 you've got Third Heaven Martial Arts lined up for something. They're going to be doing some scary martial arts stuff, aren't they?
Right on Front Street. We're closing the central block of Front Street for the festivities.
So how long is Front Street closed? For the whole duration of this event?
It's closed from 8 a.m. so that we can get prepared
Okay.
until 4 p.m. so we can clean up a little bit.
So I mean, it's really there's a block party atmosphere to this
There
whole
is.
event as well.
We'll have a DJ and lots of things going on the 100 block of Front Street.
Trick or treating. A lot of the businesses, over 30 businesses, about 30 businesses are doing trick or treating.
But it's also, it's all throughout Beaver Dam. So it's on the 200 block, it's on Maple Street, it's on Center Street. It starts with the farmer's market earlier in the morning even. So you can go there and there's a lot of new things this year. So it keeps growing bigger and better every year.
I hear one of the new things is casket races.
It is. You've asked for them, Craig. So
did.
we made sure to make that happen. The casket races are a brand new part of the event this year, and there are 8 teams signed up. And guess what? Tomorrow's the registration line. So you still have time. You still have 24 hours to get your registration in, and then a few days to build your casket in time for Saturday. So there's regulations to follow.
Okay, all right. So you you build the casket. Do you have to like down your own tree and then lumber it? And
If you
turn it
chose
in-
to do so,
Okay, all
right. There are certain specifications with wheels and handles and things, but you can make it from cardboard.
Ah, that's the trick. Wheels. It seems like that might be an important
Right.
part of a casket race. And the
Right.
casket, of course.
Right.
Too.
And you need 1 rider and 4 pushers.
Okay. Does the rider have to be living or deceased? How does that work? Is that
that's
is
up
that
to
in the
the
rules?
individuals.
It's the living dead.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
good answer, Ruth.
That'll all work. So you've got these other opportunities for the community to come together, show their stuff. We mentioned the martial arts performance. You got the kids from One Voice that are going to be out there. I imagine singing a Halloween themed song.
It'll be a pleasant surprise to see what they'll be singing this year.
Hopefully something scary.
Right.
Clearing their throats
Maybe
already.
Monster Mash.
Yeah.
So who are some of the other businesses that might be showing off some of the cool and interesting things that they do?
our friends at McKinstry's are having a box maze. So they're setting up a box maze behind the store.
Is that
right?
right?
What a great thing. So that'll be really exciting. And
are
I
gonna
know,
love that.
right, the Nancy Zeman Sewing Studio is having kids sticker activities, and we're also sponsoring Peace Lutheran Church in our classroom at the Nancy Zeman Sewing Studio for a kids' craft.
Oh wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you get your kids involved in that?
You just come to downtown between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. on Saturday and just walk into the store, trick or treat in the front, and kids' craft in the classroom.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. That's the Nancy Zeman Sewing Studio, one of the new additions in the downtown area, really embracing that opportunity for the community to come and share
It's
things
great
with
to
them.
be downtown. We've opened a year. It's our 1-year birthday right now.
wow,
So
happy
just a year
anniversary,
we've been there. And, 2 doors down is our neighbor at Great Harvest.
Now, do you know anybody from Great Harvest? Do you know what kind of things they might be giving away as trick or treats?
Trick or treat.
Asking.
Major bags of candy.
Yeah, major bags of candy. We'll have
bags.
cookies and witches' fingers, and I think some witches' stew.
Okay, all right. That's just one of the businesses that is participating. Two of the businesses.
And
that are
Art on the
participating.
Town will
Art
have
on the
art
Town.
projects. They'll have lots of art projects and drinks
nice.
and fun things to do. Associated Bank is doing some tattoos on Stooges Corner.
Okay. Now, do
No.
you have to be 18 for those? Are those permanent tattoos that
I
you're?
don't
No?
think
Okay.
so. They
all
might
right.
Not a
wash
permanent
off,
commitment.
Unfortunately.
Very good.
Yeah.
Sometimes parents don't like their children to be tattooed. Sometimes.
There'll be
Permanently.
face painting at Nest Vitality. Modern Woodman's doing children's IDs. And what else?
What a great thing.
And what else is new this year?
new?
The museum, the Historical Society.
The Spooky Historical
is the
Society,
Spooky
year-round
Historical
spooky.
Society is doing a spooky scavenger hunt.
Oh, nice.
So that should be fun.
Right.
Besides the DBDI scavenger hunt that people will find the dressed up beavers in
Right.
different businesses.
You'll have to go to the participating store sponsors and find the beaver, the Halloween beaver this year.
So there are two scavenger hunts. Not one,
There are
but
two.
two. One of them
Right.
is beaver-based.
Right.
And the other one is more kind
Throughout
of random
downtown.
Downtown. Are the scarecrows involved in the scavenger hunt in any way?
Perhaps you'll have to stop at the chamber first thing Saturday morning and get involved.
All right.
There's also a rock hunt.
a rock hunt, like
Yes.
for rock,
So the
rock
arts-
musicians, or
The Arts
So I
Association.
saw the Elwood scarecrow down there. I
Yeah,
didn't know
he's
that.
really
Yes.
cool. Very nice.
The scarecrows are,
So what's
are
the
amazing.
what's the rock hunt about?
So the rock hunt is the Arts Association has been painting rocks, and they will be hiding them around downtown. So maybe around some scarecrows.
Oh,
And you find the rock, take it back to the Arts Association, and claim a prize.
Okay. So you're basically telling me tons of stuff is going on.
Tons of stuff.
Yes,
in
so much
downtown
we
Beaver
can't
Dam.
even mention it all.
I bet we can.
Try
I bet if
try
we
it.
tried,
Try
we
it.
might be able to get through a lot of this. I love that the library, even if you
Mm-hmm.
extend yourself out over to the library, they've got activities going on over there. Again, getting everybody in the community involved in this in some way.
Right, lots of events going on there, and the Boy Scouts are getting involved with hot chocolate and hot cocoa, right? Coffee for sale.
Okay, all right, very good. And the police department even has a little something, skin in the game, if you will.
In the afternoon from 1 to 3.
Well, that's the fire department.
Oh, that's the fire department.
Yeah, so there's trick or treat throughout downtown with about 30 different stops for trick or
Right.
treat. Plus the fire department from 1 to 3 is doing a trick or treat.
Okay, all right.
But the police department, I believe, is having their canine officers there.
Right, walking around the closed off
Yeah.
street area.
And maybe they'll do a demo. I've seen them do demos before that are really cool.
Spontaneous demos. But last year we got to meet the canine dog, and it was really fun.
Well, again, all going on downtown Beaver Dam this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just a ton of stuff going on. What's going on over at the Stooges Corner?
Well, I think maybe it's only ending up being the tattoos
Okay.
from Associated Bank.
All right, very good. Now, you get some trick-or-treating on a map. It says it's on the back of this. Now, I assume when you hand these out, they would be different types of things. So you've got the map of where you could go downtown.
Right, and you can see that online right now. We shared that on the DBDI Facebook page and also on the chamber
And the
Facebook
businesses will each have a trick or treat sign.
Now, from the perspective of downtown business ownership, how important is it for people to come out and celebrate a revitalized downtown and be able to share something like this with the community?
It is very important.
Super important.
I was looking for a longer answer.
I
Technically,
thought Ruth would jump in. It's passionate. It's passionate for both of us. We both have businesses in the downtown area. I have managed the Nancy Zeman Sewing Studio with my sisters, Denise and Dana, and our fabulous team at the sewing studio. And Ruth and her team have Uga, which is really fun on South Spring Street, and of course, Great Harvest. So we've dedicated a lot of time and investment to the downtown area. And really in the last few years, so many people have stepped up and opened businesses downtown. And, it's with help from a grant, too. There's grants available. The Chamber has information. You have a chance to open your own bookstore, your own clothing shop right downtown Beaver Dam. There are storefronts available and always room for more.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen quite a bit of growth down there in just the 5 years that Fall Downtown Fest has been going on.
We get more and more businesses downtown, but we need more. We need to curate more that we need. And it's important for the whole community to have a balanced community that has a strong downtown, strong industry, strong schools, strong, lots of homes. So there's a lot the community has worked on, but more to be done.
Mm-hmm. And so who are some of the organizations that are behind putting this together? Beaver Dam Chamber of Commerce, Downtown Beaver Dam Inc. has a hand in it. If folks want to get involved in either of those two organizations, this seems like it would be a good opportunity to rub elbows and shake hands and do all that kind of thing. But above and beyond this weekend, how do you get involved with these organizations?
Just stop by the Chamber anytime. Just go to South Spring Street, go into the Chamber and say, I have some hours I want to volunteer. We have committee options available. You can join a committee for a year or two, or you can just say, hey, I have 4 hours this Saturday for Fall Fest. I like what you're doing. I want to be involved, and we'll put you to work. We have lots of volunteer opportunities through all of our festivals throughout the year and events that go on.
All right. And maybe you show up in your casket and you're ready to be competing as part of Beaver Dam's annual casket races. You guys got your caskets ready?
Once you have to pre-register for the casket race by the end of day tomorrow.
End to close of business.
Wednesday.
Who do I call? That's the Chamber again for that?
Yeah, just visit the Chamber website or call the Chamber. They have information ready. There's forms that they can email you, and you can download them online. And then once you're registered, you're all set to show up Saturday morning with your casket and your team for the casket race.
And the first race starts at 1 o'clock. There's a procession at noon with the witches and the caskets.
Okay.
So procession on South Spring Street.
All right.
And then the first race is at 1.
Okay.
And
the Boy Scouts
go on from there.
are managing that
They
for us.
are.
What a great group to work with for the casket races, and they'll do derby style heats. And the community can vote too. Your vote matters for the
Yes.
casket race.
Vote
You
for the
can
best
vote
of
for
show.
your favorite.
What's the top prize in the casket race?
Cash dollars.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, $1,000 cash.
$1,000.
Yes.
Right.
I'd drop dead if I won $1,000 right there.
Well,
That would
don't
be-
do that. But if you did, you have your casket handy.
That's true. It would be right there. So this sounds like it's like a tiered thing. It's not just like one race. It begins and it ends.
There will be heats.
There's heats that are going to be part of this. Okay. And now that's taking place on the 100 block of Front Street.
No, that will be on South Spring Street.
That's
the
on
casket
South Spring
race is
Street.
on South Spring Street.
Near Uga over
And-
there in that kind of area.
got it.
Okay.
Uga between the Chamber and Uga.
So that's closed down too?
That's closed down from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m.
From 8 to
Yes.
9.
Yes,
Right.
because there's more things going on after like the 3 o'clock on Front. So
Right.
more things going on. Down
So glow sticks encouraged.
Right. So the kids is a perfect opportunity to get the kids out there 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You bring them
Right.
home. They
Right.
eat the candy that they've gotten
Right.
from the downtown participating
Right.
businesses.
Have grandma come over.
They have
Yep.
that sugar crash right in time for grandma and grandpa to come
Right.
over, and then you head
Head back
out
down
to downtown
South Spring Street.
Beaver Dam?
And if you haven't been to South Spring Street since the grand reopening, it's really exciting. Very cool. Very cool. There's seating areas and places to join the community and just have fun.
Now, you guys have brought in more paperwork than any guest in 17 years of me hosting this show. Have we hit all of the paperwork IDs? I mean, what is this? You got the witch and everything. Witches on
Calling all
parade.
witches?
Calling all witches. Don't forget now. Is there a landing strip somewhere in there? That,
Right on the
There's broom parking.
There's broom parking.
Free broom
All right,
parking on
very
Front
good,
Street.
Very good. Have we missed anything on all of these sheets that we've got? What does this mean? It just says free. I mean, this is kind of confusing.
Free outhouses. We're giving away free outhouses.
Giving away an out.
Actually,
If you need a bathroom, stop at these businesses. They're encouraging you to just walk in and use their restroom.
right, right.
Oh, that's a
Yes.
great idea.
Right.
Because, yeah.
You're going to be there for 6 hours, so we wanted any business that was had a restroom option available. You can see it in the sign in the window.
Okay. And the downtown tower parking lot also has that,
They do.
that nice
Weather
structure there
pending.
as
Weather
well.
pending. No promises on that. We'll find out that morning.
But look for this orange sign. For whatever reason, the toilet paper is on the outside of the outhouse. I don't understand that. That seems counterproductive. But look for that, and you'd be able to bring the kids in there.
But don't forget, we have a recycling event also.
Oh,
that
I
the
did forget.
Restore
We
is
hadn't brought it
promoting.
up.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned all the paperwork. We would have forgotten that, and it's very important. Great
So-
opportunity to bring in all your electronics and things for recycling.
So where do I want to bring those? To InterQuest?
It's in the back parking lot,
the
kind of by
parking lot behind
Interquest
there.
there, Mill Street.
Okay. And so that's an opportunity. Like I've got like a monitor I need to get rid of. You pay a couple bucks. You guys take it off our hands. Well, not you
Right.
guys. You guys will be busy doing other things. 920-885-4446. Believe it or not one, but two phone calls during the program today. We'll go back to the phones and say, good afternoon. Welcome to... Oh, perhaps it was the dead
we
trying
scared
to channel
them.
us. Maybe it was a
Scared 'em
participant in the
away.
casket race. Well, you've got maybe 1 minute to call back, and if you're able to
Don't
get
be
in,
shy.
that would be fantastic. Looked through all the paperwork. We remembered the recycling event. You got the free bathroom parking. So I think we've covered all of our bases here.
Trick or treating.
Trick-or-treating.
9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
All of this going on.
Right.
Here's my big closing question. Then we'll pose it to both of you guys. Why should our listeners, our voters? Sometimes I do the political things. Politics is very scary,
Getting too
though. There's
close.
really hand in hand. Why should our listeners today make it a point to mark 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and beyond on their calendar for this Saturday and head to downtown Beaver Dam for Fall Downtown Fest? Deanna.
Big family fun. It's a great time. Last year was my first year attending, and all the families in all the costumes. It was exciting. It's like a costume contest. We saw costumes that were the claw machine. You put a quarter in, and then you grab a stuffed toy out, and to families that were all dressed like Superman. So it's a great time to put your costumes on and show them off.
That's
And I would add, besides scary good fun, scary good food too. We will have food trucks.
We have food trucks.
and a lot of local restaurants.
Restaurants.
And bars that have
Right.
special fun
Get
things
down to
like
the wine
Bloody
bar, too.
Marys, yes.
Wine bar's doing
the
some
wine
fun
bar
things.
and there's a lot going on.
a lot going on.
Don't miss it.
This Saturday, downtown Beaver Dam. Be there or be square.
Yes.
Bring your casket. Bring your kids. Bring your costumes. Fall Downtown Fest, Beaver Dam. Thank you so much for joining us today,
Thanks
guys.
for
Thank you,
having
Craig.
us.
Again, you could go back and if you wanted to find out what costume it is that I was suddenly asked to wear and what it is our fine witch friends here, the Witchet sisters, look like, don't forget to check out the video at dailydodge.com. Olga the Downtown Witch, Deanna the Good Witch, our guests here on this segment. We do have to take a break. When we come back, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, well, just lions. Back in a few minutes.
Powered by Daily Dodge. Let's join Craig Warmbold for more community comment.
And our guests on this segment, less scary, but probably going to celebrate maybe Halloween just the same. I don't know if you have plans somewhat plans for Halloween. That is Mark Barrett, and he is with the Beaver Dam Lions Club. Mark, thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And a reminder to our listeners, we already had the Daily Dodge television studios all fired up. So we're doing this once again on our video stream. You can go to Daily Dodge TV if you want to watch it, though. You and I aren't as exciting as Glenda the Good Witch and Olga the Bad Witch and our guests on the previous segment, but that's okay. Because, we've got something better.
Right. Our fruit sale.
The fruit sale, that's right, the fruit sale. Though, I mean, this has been an institution, not just for the Lions Club, but in Beaver Dam for decades now.
And actually, we're expanding it. We're fruit and nut sale now.
No, that really should come as a surprise to no one that knows any member of the Lions Club. Speaking of which, how is Floyd doing?
Good.
Good.
Very good.
Very good. Very good.
Very healthy right now.
Give our best to Mr. Henschel.
And he just had a
company.
birthday, actually.
Did he really? Happy belated birthday, Floyd.
Yep.
We'll get him in here before the fruit sale is all said and done, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
We're looking forward to it, Floyd. Hope to see you here soon. So the Lions Club, not just a fruit sale this year, fruit and nut sale. Drop the details on us.
The fruit we have is oranges, grapefruit, and a gift box with a fruit assortment. We aren't inflationary. Still
Wow.
$24, just like last year. And with the oranges, there's 24 to 28 in a box. Grapefruit is 22 per box, and the gift assortment's 6 grapefruit, 8 apples, and 10 oranges. And we're going to be selling those right up to November 16th. And delivery date for them will be December 7th, 8th, and 9th, right around that time.
Okay. All right. And there's also, if folks do, which I know we probably don't want to talk about yet, but if folks do miss that deadline on November 16th, it might be possible to be able to purchase a box
Right.
in early December.
Right. It's maybe possible.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't count
if
on
we have
it.
any left over.
We've got a very popular show today, Mark, and I'm going to tell you why, because apparently we've got another caller on the community comment line, 920-885-4446. So before we go any further, why don't we let that caller chime in?
Sounds good.
Maybe it's a question, maybe it's a comment. Good afternoon. Welcome to Community Comment.
Hi, Craig. How are you?
Good. Tyler, how's it going, buddy?
It's good. I got a question for Mark because I know he's part of the Lions Club.
Mm-hmm.
Do you talk to other Lions Club like in the area, like from Watertown and all them?
Yeah, are you affiliated? Tyler's calling from Watertown.
No, we aren't. As far as our sales go, it's just the Beaver Dam area.
Because
Yeah.
I walk with a cane because I'm legally blind, and my mom talked to one of the Lions members about showing me how to use it, and this was about 3 years ago, right before COVID hit, and got no reply, nothing back.
Nothing from the Watertown group?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. I'm really not sure who you should talk to there, but if you look on our website, and all you have to do is put Beaver Dam Lions Club, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, and look on our website, you will find somebody that you can contact on there that will contact the Watertown Lions.
Oh, thank you.
So
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
a little bit of looking and seeking it out, but it'll go right to. And actually, it's also the Lions Club International or Wisconsin. Our district is 27 A2, and Watertown would be in that district. So if you include that in a Google search, you should find those people. And I would just send it to them via their Facebook page or website.
And what's that website again?
With Lions Club 27A2 is the district that we're in. And if you send your question or look on the internet at 27A2 Watertown Lions Club, you may get the information you need just from that.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you, Tyler. Tyler from Watertown, a longtime listener, a longtime caller. We do appreciate him chiming in with that question, and it really does tie into what we're talking about today. The fruit and nut sale underway right now. You could order all that. The proceeds from this go to benefit those areas that the Lions Club in Beaver Dam and Lions Club International is very passionate about, and that. The cornerstone of that is related to eyesight and seeing and helping those that may be lacking in that area, helping them get to that next step, as it were.
Yeah, and in fact, we just finished our vision screening, and we went through the Beaver Dam schools, the Randolph schools, all the Randolph schools, and some of the daycare centers.
Wow.
And actually, we reached out to just about 1,700 children.
Wow. Just the Beaver Dam chapter, not the district?
That's just us.
Okay.
That's just us. We had a really good group of volunteers from our particular club. And actually, the technology on it now is so advanced that we can do what we did in 5 days. It would take the school nurse to do probably 2 or 3 months.
Wow. The benefit of having a service organization in your community that is passionate, is active, and does stuff like what we're talking about today.
Yeah, and some of the other things that actually what we're our fundraisers really support, a variety of things like church health services, the PAVE, Lions Eye Bank, the Wisconsin Lions Camp, the Beaver Dam Crossing Guards, Lions Leader Dog Program, in the Beaver Dam Scholarship, and also we have Lions Park that we look over and kind of clean up every year, as well as about, quite a few other events that we take care of.
Lions Park, for those that are not familiar with, we got about 24 parks in the city of Beaver Dam. Which one is the park that the Lions have their name attached to?
Off of Burnett Street. And going west, you run right into it, or you'll run into the lake,
or you'll run it. Well, it's got a great view of the lake, or it did at one time when it was named Lakeview. It's kind of funny, some of the names of you got Lakeview that doesn't necessarily have a view of the lake anymore, but it's such a beautiful park, a great place to go play tennis. There's opportunities for picnic tables and shelter over there, and that was one of my favorite spots to bring my kids when they were growing up, and that's one of the things that you guys do as a service organization. That's on the task list, as it were.
Right, and everyone's involved in that.
Is that right?
Everyone's involved. Yeah. So
when you've got something like the Lions Leader Dog program, can you give us some insight into what that is? Elaborate on that a little bit.
It's what we donate to the Leader Dog program in Michigan, and we have used it for people that needed leader dogs, and actually they will go there, they will be trained along with the dogs, and come back to Beaver Dam, and we've used it in the community and supplied a dog.
Tell us a little bit more about Wisconsin Lions Camp.
Oh, Lions Camp, all of the Lions Club members should go there because it is amazing, and it's a camp for kids that are visually handicapped and also hearing handicapped. In fact, I went there and I walked into the camp and I asked somebody, can you direct me to the camp director? They were all sign language, and I knew no sign language. So they had to bring somebody up to communicate with me, and actually she had a handicap also, hearing, and she more or less wrote down on a piece of paper, talk slowly, and she read my lips.
Read the lips, wow.
Yeah.
And it's so important to have a camp like that so that that kids who may be experiencing the same type of thing could feel that connection to the environment, to their friends, and be able to have those wonderful experiences that sometimes you only get at camp.
Yeah, and plus everybody there, is either visually handicapped or hearing, deficient. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
I want to talk a little bit about the Lions Eye Bank. Now, for those not familiar with the Lions Eye Bank, what is it?
It is like a relay for us. We are right in the middle between Madison and Fond du Lac. So if there is a need for corneas that are going to be transplanted, from Madison, they'll bring it to here, and then we bring it to Fond du Lac, or vice versa. It can go from Fond du Lac to here, and then we bring it to Madison. So it's like a relay system, and then from Fond du Lac, generally, different places in the state, those corneas will be transferred.
Have you done the Lions Eye Bank transfer before?
Yep. Yeah, I have.
So what's that? What's that? Is it literally like getting a call at 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. and having to hop in the car?
It can be. It can be. I know one time, Christmas Day, I got a call.
Really?
Yeah. And I thought, what a good present.
Right. No kidding. No kidding. Restoring the opportunity for sight for somebody. I mean, what a
Right.
remarkable gift.
Right.
And that's at the cornerstone of what the Beaver Dam Lions Club and Lions International does when they've got events like the Fruit and Nut Sale that's going on right now. The deadline for that, again, is November 16th?
Correct. Friday, November 16th. And actually, the nuts is a little bit different. We run through the Terry Lynn signature collection of nuts, and the prices are anywhere from $8 to about $16. The $16 are more like a gift box. And the way that people have to find this is to go on our website or our Facebook site and have to use a QR scanner to scan in. And then it's scan, make a choice, scroll. For people that are my age.
It's just that easy.
Yeah, right.
In fact, if you're watching Daily Dodge TV right now, I think you might be able to pick the QR code up if you try really hard as our cameraman zooms in to the QR code. And this works, too.
Oh, yeah.
You're watching Daily
Oh, yeah.
Dodge TV. All you need to do is put your camera up to the image on the screen right now, and this would take you right there
Right
to
to
the website. If somebody punched this in manually, would they be able to go just to the Beaver Dam Lions Club website and find this there?
And that's what it will go to.
Okay.
And like I say, you scan it, make a choice, and then scroll down. And then you can see all the different choices of the nuts, candies, whatever, and the containers that they're into.
Would you then, obviously in the same place, you could also order the oranges, grapefruit, or the gift box assortment?
No, with that, the best way is either to call my number or John Bordak. And my number is 920-285-1983. Or John Bordak. John is our president. And his number is 414-764-4394. Or you can email John or I, and that is mark_651@yahoo.com or jmbordak@gmail.com.
Okay, some good things to keep in mind there. And the fruit or the nuts are delivered right to your door when they come in.
Actually, the nuts will be sent to you.
The nuts will be sent. The fruit
Yeah.
will be hand-delivered by a member of the Beaver Dam Lions Club?
Yeah, and then the oranges and grapefruit we will deliver right to your door.
Okay. We're overdue for a break. Our guest here is Mark Barrett. He is with the Beaver Dam Lions Club talking about their annual fruit and now nut sale that is underway right now. Registration deadline November 16th. We'll be back to wrap things up here in just a few minutes.
From the metal
EV powered by Daily Dodge. Let's return to Craig Warmbold for more community comment.
And our guest, Mark Barrett, Beaver Dam Lions Club, talking about their fruit and now their nut sale. That's part of the fruit sale. You get oranges, California Navel, 24 to 28 per box. Grapefruit, Texas Ruby Red, 22 per box. Or you can get the gift box of fruit, assorted fruit, 6 grapefruit, apples, 8 apples, 10 oranges. All of that, $24 per box.
Correct.
So, you said not impacted by inflation or anything, and I think that's great because, it's a wonderful thing to be able to do for the community. It sounds like something you'd be doing for the community, but I imagine that's got to kind of cut into your take at the end of the day.
We were a little surprised with it too, and I didn't make the decision as to exactly what the price was going to be, but yeah, it may cut in a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's still a wonderful thing for the community. I mean, how many people show up to those family events with with that assorted box of fruit or whatever it may be? And so, you're also carrying on a tradition here in Beaver Dam.
We certainly are. It's been over 50 years that we've had the fruit
right?
sale. Yeah. So
Wow.
Floyd could tell you that.
Right.
Yeah.
Floyd was just a young kid when he got started with the fruit sale back there 50 years ago.
Maybe not real young. But and I'll tell you what, Floyd, Larry Lloyd, and Lowell Peck, those guys, they're not spring chickens, but they sell more fruit than anybody in our club.
Well, you're the one that's giving out your phone number on the air. I would think
Yeah.
that might give you a little bit of a boost at least.
A little bit.
That number again, 920-285-1983. You could order it directly from Mark here.
Yep.
And do you guys have like a competition? Is like Lowell Peck always like, aha, I'm the top seller again this year? What?
Yes, I think somewhat. We don't announce the competition, but between Larry and Floyd, I think there's a little competition.
Is that
there.
right?
Yeah.
So this is, again, all done by the Beaver Dam Lions Club. If somebody wanted to become a member of the Beaver Dam Lions Club, why would they do it? What is it that sets the Lions Club apart from other organizations? And where do you meet? When do you meet?
Yeah. First of all, we meet at Old Hickory on the first Wednesday of the month. And, I don't think there's probably any better organization that will go ahead and meet all the criteria that we do of the things that we are doing. So, it's something that we can give back to not only our community, but also to nationally somewhat to help out with especially vision sight. So
You guys have drop boxes for glasses in the area?
we do. I don't have that list with me, but you don't have to go far to find one. YMCA, the schools have one. There's probably about 8 to 9 different drop boxes in the community.
Some good things to keep in mind. You become a member of the Lions Club. Maybe you could sign up to be part of that Lions iBank. You might be able to do something with the camp or participate in some of the other the cleanup over at Lakeview Park, Lions Park.
Well, and also, we are very, very fortunate to have Doc Earhart in our club. Doc has thousands and thousands and thousands of glasses. And this past year, maybe we talked about that last year, about going to Fort McCoy.
I mean, you did, but it bears repeating.
Yeah.
What a remarkable story.
The Afghan people that had come over here, we did vision screening on those. And I'll tell you, that was quite an experience. And Doc runs the show over there. And 1,700 people that we do just in our area doesn't even compare to what, Doc had on his hands. And I was there for a few days, but it was a learning experience for me.
And you were literally part of that. Rolled the sleeves up and literally fitting glasses to Afghan refugees who fled their country at a moment's notice, didn't have an opportunity to bring things with them like eyeglasses.
Yeah, and that happened a lot. We talked to the people through an interpreter a lot, and we found that people, you could see some of them, their glasses were crumbled up, and some of them we could straighten out. Some of them you had to get new glasses, but it was amazing. The coordination of everything, and that's the first real trip that I went on out of the area to help people. So, like I say, it isn't just what we do in the Beaver Dam area where most of the money is funded to, but also out of the area too. And one of the people there, the Afghani, said to me, how much are you guys getting paid? We said, 0. He said, you're doing this for nothing and giving us these glasses for nothing? And yeah, that's what we're doing.
You know, I mean, that also really speaks to the role of a service organization in general. And the Lions Club is a great service organization, but, you know, even taking it a step back from there and looking at some of those other, I don't know, you call them competing service organizations or whatever you want, but I mean, they're really not. I mean, speak to, if you would, for just a moment, the importance of being part of a service organization in your community.
Yeah, you know, there are other organizations that do a great job, and we've worked with some of the other organizations too. I really think, you know, you can't say, well, ours is better all the time, because they're doing different things than we are. But, you know, to know that you're helping people, it's rewarding. It really is. So, you know, I couldn't say anything. And it isn't just one faction of it. You know, the different things I told you, it's different things and in different ways.
Yeah.
So,
and those numbers do seem to be declining a little bit, which is an unfortunate thing. But you know, maybe things like what you're doing might inspire somebody to check out the Beaver Dam Lions Club at Old Hickory Golf Course on the first Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m. Or maybe there is another service organization that does things that may more closely align with what somebody likes to do. The important thing, though, at the end of the day, is that people are out there and they are joining these organizations.
yeah. And you know, we have somewhat of an aging population that's in our club, but I can tell you, some of the younger people that are in our club, they are really go-getters and really do a pretty good job. In fact, next year we'll have a young lady who is going to be president, and she went to school with my daughter.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, Desi Jimenez. She is great, and her, you know, she's brought in some friends with her, and so, you know, she's found time. And I know even when I was younger, and you have children, and they have football games, basketball games, and sports, and you know what band, you know, it's difficult. But now we only have a meeting a month. It makes it a little easier, you know, other than a couple a month. And if we need to do, you know, a fundraiser or a project, we got to use email to communicate with people, or get on the phone and, you know, say, hey, we need help here. I need 2 more people for vision screening. So, you know, it's something like that.
Give back to your community. Again, the first Wednesday of the month at Old Hickory Golf Club, 6 p.m. 920-885-4446 is that phone number if you've got a question or a comment for our guest, Mark Barrett with the Beaver Dam Lions Club. We'll go to the phones and say good afternoon. Welcome to Community Comment.
Hello, this is John Bordak calling.
Hey,
Mark,
John.
you're doing a great job.
Hey, we appreciate you giving us a call. So, you know, give us some insight into, you know, this new part of the topic of the conversation that we're having about the importance of a club like the Lions Club in your local community.
Well, part of the thing that Lion Mark said is we do the eyeglass collections. So we do have over 20 locations in town where there's little bins that says eyeglass collections. They're at Prairie View School, as an example, St. Catherine Drexel, a number of the banks in town. There's a drop-off site located at Walmart. And you can go to our website to look at all the businesses that participate in that, so we're greatly appreciative of all those businesses. Last year, we collected over 4,000 pairs of eyeglasses in our community.
Wow.
And then those eyeglasses are used through Lions around the world. There's an eyeglass recycling center that's up at the Lions camp in Rochelle, Wisconsin. And from there, this coming February, the Lions will be doing an eyeglass mission to the Dominican Republic. And to that mission, they've already shipped like 12,000 to 14,000 pairs of glasses. And we would figure that we may be providing glasses to 3,000 people when we're there for that week.
That's remarkable. And, you know, when we talk about the concept of giving back to the community, I mean, the world is our community, and the Lions Club is one of those at the forefront of giving back to the global community.
Exactly.
And you see how well we work together, John and I? No, I told John, call in and clean up whatever the mistakes I made.
Right. In fact, I'm calling you from James Monroe's, one of his sites, Highland here in Virginia. I'm standing looking at the mountains.
I told
Very
him he
cool.
should commute.
Why? Yeah, we can squeeze you into tomorrow's show if you want, John.
Oh, okay. That'd be perfect, Craig.
Well, that is remarkable, and we do appreciate you chiming in on this. What is going to be the basket that you go with fruit wise, John? Are you going with the oranges, the grapefruit, or do you like to do the fruit assortment?
It's going to be the box of grapefruit and the box of oranges for sure, and the gift box may be an option this year.
Yeah, you got the nuts now too. So give us some insight into how the nuts come into the fold. You guys are in a meeting.
I'll let John
All right.
handle that.
Well, we're at a meeting, and one of our members, Arletta Trejo, who's a former Lioness president, and that was when the Lions had the men's group and the ladies group. So the Lioness group had sold nuts in the past. So she was involved with that, and she came to one of our board meetings, one of our directors, and she said, hey, this is something we may want to look at. So we had a discussion and decided, let's add this year.
Excellent.
So expanding, we've done that. We've got our website, the Facebook page, the QR codes with things, so we're getting either more technologically advanced as things go today. But so the nuts are available through the website direct. Do the purchase directly there. And the nuts are shipped direct then by Terry Lynn direct to your house.
Excellent. Very good. Well, your timing is perfect, John, because we're just winding the show down, and I was going to ask Mark this, but now I'll have an opportunity to ask both of you. Why should our listeners make it a point to support the Beaver Dam Lions Club in their fruit and nut sale?
Well, for all the dollars that we do raise in the community, as our organization goes, 100% of the money that we raise, it isn't used by members at all. It does go back in one way, shape, or form into the community. So whether it's like Lion Mark shared, supporting things like Leader Dog programs, supplying eyeglasses for people, supporting the Lions Eye Bank, and then a lot of local organizations. So just helping in the community to do those types of things would be the big plus.
And if you would, Mark, wrap it all up for us. Same
Actually,
question.
I can't expand any more than what John said. In the few things that I mentioned, like the church health services, there's quite a few more than that. And we have other fundraisers that we do with, like the high school. We will have our January Christmas show coming in with the Wisconsin Singers. And, that's really a show that's impressive. You go to it once, you come back and find out what they did different the next year. So
it's on the calendar again, and you can go to the website for the Beaver Dam Lions Club, Beaver Dam Lions terrylynn.com to be able to order those nuts. You can go get those new Terry Lynn nuts, or you can get information. The phone numbers, if you want to call John, 414-764-4394. Mark's number, 920-285-1983. Are you guys in a competition with each other to see who can get the most sold?
No, I'm way ahead of John. I'm way ahead.
Oh, that's good, because Mark wants to work a lot harder as a volunteer than I do, so that's wonderful. I'd like to thank the community for coming up on 70 years of support for us as an organization. This is September will be our 70th, celebrating our 70th anniversary in Beaver Dam as Lions. So thanks to the community, and thanks to all the businesses that help support us throughout the years.
Wow, that is remarkable. This coming September, or this last September was 70?
This coming September is our 70th anniversary.
Well, I hope you'll come back. I mean, we'll have you back on Community Comment between now and then anyway, but usually it's toward the end of the year. Let's get you guys back here in September to talk about
that'd
this.
be great.
Excellent.
That'd be
We'll do that, and we'll invite you to that celebration.
Well, we appreciate that. We'll be looking forward to it. John, thank you so much for chiming in today.
All right. You gentlemen have a great day.
You too. And Mark, thank you so much for joining us on the program. We really do appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you letting us come on and give our spiel.
Don't forget, if you're listening to this right now, maybe you're having a hard time finding the QR code. If you go to Daily Dodge TV, we video stream this program today. We put the QR code up on the video so you could get it easily from there, or you can go to the Beaver Dam Lions Club website for more information. We threw out the phone numbers for you. All the proceeds of what we're talking about today go to benefit the organizations that the Lions Club supports, and we talked about a bunch of those on the program today. There's a bunch we didn't even mention, like the Beaver Dam High School Good Old Acapella, Clothes for Kids, Dodge County Food Pantry, Wisconsin Lions Foundation, Emily C. Lyons Memorial Scholarship. Emily was a good friend of my oldest daughters, and I think it's wonderful that you're donating to her scholarship.
And Dawn is one of our members.
Oh, excellent! Yes,
and she's really a go-getter.
She is.
She does a wonderful job for us.
And if you're a go-getter, they'd love to see you on the first Wednesday of the month at the Beaver Dam Old Hickory Golf Club. 6 o'clock is when the Beaver Dam Lions Club holds their monthly meeting. Mark, come back again in a few weeks if you've still got some more fruit to get out to the community, will you?
We will do that.
Fruit and nuts, if you will.
We will do that.
Mark Barrett, want to thank him. Want to also thank John Bordak for chiming in from Virginia, West Virginia.
Yep. Yeah, he couldn't commute.
We understand. We'll forgive you for that. That's going to do it for today's community comment.